Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, what does Jessica J think about what male dating coaches have to say? Well, so I'm glad you asked because I've seen that other people out there do these reaction videos, and I get this a lot, guys. Coming to me and saying, well, I heard from this guy that I'm supposed to do this. And I'm just like, oh my fucking God, why would anybody tell you that? So today I'm going to be doing a reaction video to the infamous Alpha M. The reason I picked him is because when I started my YouTube channel, I basically got a handful of other dating coaches that I thought like, wow, this is a really great video. I love his energy, or I love her energy. And I really love the content they put out there, or the titles that they put out there. And the process I use for my own videos is I will go to like another person's channel and look at a title that really spoke to the viewers. And what I'll do is I'll take the title, and I won't watch the video, as it means to not copy any content and to really deliver my own genuine, personal, experiential feedback to you without being biased or being influenced by what this other persona had to say about it. So this is the first time I'm actually watching this video. I think I did make a video on this topic, but I've never actually seen the content he gives. So I am not, I don't even know what he has to say yet. I might be really loving his stuff. I might be super bashing it. Either way, you're in for a treat for my super genuine, in the moment reaction to what he has to tell you about how to get women to chase you. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to see what I have to say in regards to the female perspective or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so I'm not gonna put the entire video on for you. I'm just gonna get straight to the 7 things for the sake of brevity. And here we go.
First psychological trick to have a girl chase you is put her ass in the friend zone. As a dude, there's nothing worse than being put in the friend zone, even if you're not like...
Okay, put her in the friend zone. Like, I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, first of all, too many of you are pussyfooting around the puss as it is. If you're new to my channel, you probably aren't aware of the fact that I'm constantly telling you to think with your littler head. I personally and so many of my girlfriends move on from dudes who don't make moves on us, who don't show us that they want us because they're too scared to be too forward and the Me Too movement. No, we want you to want us, so like putting us in the friend zone, I don't know, maybe I need to see his explanation. So give me a second. I'm already bashing the first one. I'm sorry. Let's see what he has to say about this.
Super into the girl, you still want her to be attracted to you. And the friend zone basically means that this person does not find you sexually appealing. Pretty girls, however, are never put in the friend zone because every dude she knows wants to jump her bones. But if you can resist the urge to tell her how pretty she is, how amazing she is, and flirt and be all like awkward and weird, right? Because this is what every other dude does. But instead, you're just kind of normal and you treat her like one of the dudes, this is going to drive her crazy because she has a difficult time wrapping her beautiful brain around the fact that there is a dude who is heterosexual who does not want to hump her leg.
Okay, in a way, I do agree with this. I always say go in and you don't even know this chick yet. How are you gonna be thirsty and into her just from seeing her face? She could be a serial killer. She could be looking for somebody to take care of her 5 different kids with 5 different fathers, and she's only 23. I don't know if that's possible age-wise. But yeah, if you go in, you're like, I don't know this chick, I don't know her anything, I'm not gonna get super worked up just because of how hot she is, then that is the right game plan. So I do like what he's saying there about that, but I wouldn't necessarily call it put her in the friend zone. Guys, I'm all about you going in, guns blazing, show us you want us, yeah. But don't like you be like so head over heels for us that you forget to try to get to know us to see if we're worth being thirsty over. Does that make sense?
But do not let her hump your leg, not yet. You gotta make it work. Build it up a little bit. Bringing us to the second trick to make her chase the hell out of you. Ask her about her cute friend. Hey Janice, how you doing? Hey, good to see you.
Okay, ask her about her girlfriend. Okay, off the bat, these 2 tips, put her in the friend zone, pretend you don't want her, ask about her friends. I am all about being who you are, owning that you want her, not playing games, and asking about her cute friends when you like her. To me, that's a shisty Chad move. And I hate saying that because I do have a client named Chad who is, one, he's like the ultimate Chad, but two, he's a really great, genuine guy. Again, I'm not down with diverting from how you actually feel about her. And to ask about my friends, that's gonna make me feel really butthurt to the point where I'm like, ew, fuck this dude. He's probably a scumbag asking about my friends. So you know what? I'm gonna go fuck his friends.
So, did you have a good weekend? That's great. Hey, so I was wondering, tell me a little bit about Brenda. All of a sudden, Janice's head starts spinning. She's like, wait a second. Brenda's never the one that gets the attention. That's me! I'm the one! I'm the hot one, not Brenda.
God. I mean, I've heard so many pickup artists and male dating coaches do this or tell their clients or students to do this, is to go after the one who's like ugly, because then she'll like freak out and like want you more. And again, I'm just like not down with like these tactics to like confuse the shit out of us. Again, I know for me, if you're asking about like my friend Brenda, because maybe you know that she just lost her dog, I'd be like, oh my God, what a sweet guy. But if you're like trying to like do it in a way that's like, oh my God, like trying to make us jealous. I have so many clients that are like, I tried to make her jealous by putting up a picture of me and another girl. We'll just be like, okay, he's got another girl. That's cool. I got plenty of guys to choose from. So I would caution against doing this. I'm already not a fan of this advice, and I'm so sad because I really like this guy. Okay, let's proceed further. I'll try to stop interjecting.
Just like kind of average, sort of cute, maybe a 6, and I'm a solid 9.5, right? She can't even like wrap her little brain around the fact that you would be interested in her less than hot friend.
Now we got little ass brains. I know. Never mind. I'm gonna stop. I'll stop.
Are you ready for her brain to explode? Then say to her, just say this. Say, there's just something about her. But you gotta be cool. You can't be all.
Again, now you're pretending to want my other friend. Why? I'm just not okay with any of this. If you want the puss, go for the puss you want. Don't. Oh my goodness. Now I'm kind of regretting watching this because it's making me really upset.
All freaking out and looking like, I think it's working. No. Gentlemen, calm yourself, because what happens next is amazing. Janice goes to Brenda and tells her, hey, you know who was asking about you? And then Brenda is like, what? Brenda, hearing the news that you think she's like something, she's not really sure what, because you didn't exactly say, which is part of the psychological warfare that's going on. She freaks out because you are totally out of her league in her mind. Brenda's gonna be blowing up your phone. She's gonna be sliding into your DMs because Brenda's like, I'm not missing out on this opportunity. And whether or not you hook up with Brenda is up to you. I'm not saying you should, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but just know that if you do, it's gonna get back to Janice, and if you do, then Janice is probably never going to sleep with you. Because if you actually go through with...
Okay, now he's on a long-winded rant about Brenda. Let's move on to his third psychological trick.
Third trick to get her to chase you is reinvent yourself physically. What I'm talking about is give yourself a mini makeover. Go and get a fresh cut. Go out shopping. Get yourself a badass bomber jacket or a leather jacket or some dynamite jeans, some Chelsea boots. Embracing and channeling your inner bad boy. Now, it may be that you have a solid...
Okay, I really like this advice because I think men aren't praised enough for taking care of their looks and having a sense of style and fashion or grooming. And I'm sorry, we are also more visually, what's the word I want to motherfucking use? We are more visually prone to, better looking guys nowadays with the whole swipe culture. Sorry, it took me a little roundabout way to get there. However, we women more so appreciate a man who takes care of himself nowadays. So while I wouldn't necessarily use the words reinvent yourself, I would definitely say that you need to enhance what you've already got going on for you. If you know that, like, you know what, Jessica, I couldn't afford to work out a little bit, then fuck, man, let's do it. Or if you know that you could use a new haircut, you can, you know, maybe afford to grow your beard out a little bit, then do it. Yes, let's do this. Again, we women, we will chase you down when we feel emotionally compelled to do so. And sometimes it is something as simple as, oh my God, like, wait, he completely changed how he looks. I think I need to know more about him. That curiosity will kill our pusses anytime. In a good way.
But right now, you need to look like a bad decision. Because women don't chase nice guys. They chase...
Oh, no. Okay, he said women don't chase nice guys. Oh God, I disagree with that I disagree with that so much. We just had a boot camp, or I just did my first boot camp in Austin. I brought about like 9 of my girlfriends down to hang out with a bunch of really awesome clients of mine and interact with them one-on-one. And I will tell you, the one guy that they all wanted the most was the nicest, most respectful motherfucker. These girls begged me, like, can I please fuck him? And I was like, no, we don't want to scare him away. Actually, if you want to, you can, but I think he'd be too terrified to fuck you anyway. We chase, again, what makes us feel emotionally compelled to do so. And sometimes it might be a really nice guy. And sometimes it might be a jackass. But either way, I would never say to, like, be a bad boy, wear a bomber jacket, spike your hair. Just fucking. I just feel like this might have been something that he did for himself in his life, but I'll tell you right now, we women will chase the men who make us feel all emotionally riled up enough to do so. And unfortunately, in our 20s and younger years, it is the assholes who make us feel emotionally riled up. So don't get it twisted. You can still be a nice guy and get us chasing you down to ride your penis off. Let's get to the fourth one already, cheese.
The fourth trick to get her to chase you is look more exciting on social media. 2 types of dudes that don't get chased. Douches and dudes on social media that look boring. And so, you need to make sure that the pictures you're posting don't make you look like a douche, but you also need to look more exciting.
I mean, okay, granted, we are in a super social media era. I will tell you right now, the guys I've been mega thirsty for in my life, I would probably say out of all of them, thinking about 4, none of them had social media. I think it's, again, this might be very specific to him and his life. I mean, again, fine, feeling emotionally compelled. If you're that dude who's just posting selfies in the car, then yes, I'd be like, please stop doing that. You look stupid. However, to say that you need to look exciting on social media, I mean, I wouldn't even go there. I think use social media to give a sizzle reel of your life. If you don't know what a sizzle reel is in the industry, in the entertainment industry, it's basically like the highlight reel. If you have nothing to post, then don't do it. Then leave something left to our imaginations and have us wonder. I think that's why a lot of, I will say right now, for all my girlfriends who've gotten psycho over dudes, none of those dudes has social media. And I'm thinking about 3 of my girlfriends right now chasing after dudes, like really chasing them down to fuck his brains out. And then some. So yeah, this is just yet another one I disagree with.
Number 5 is be more successful. There's a direct correlation between success and attraction. I'm not saying you gotta make zillions of dollars. I'm not saying you need to drive a Bugatti. But if you are somebody who is sitting on the couch playing video games versus somebody who's going out, maybe going to school, working a second job, not afraid of hard work. You're out there making it happen.
Okay, be more successful. I really like this in that one of the things that I think is the biggest determinant of women wanting you is to have a life that we would want to be a part of. Too many times guys come in like, how do I be a part of her life? Let me drop everything so I can try to be a part of her life. No, when you've got the life that, is so fucking awesome that you don't have time for us, then yes, we're going to do what it takes to break into that life to be a part of it because you make it look so good that you wouldn't throw it all away for a piece of ass. So yes, I super agree with this one. In terms of be more successful, I would just say get a life that you love first and foremost. And then we will try our best to be that love of your life.
All right, so now we're kind of like done with games. Now it's all about you letting her know that, yo,
I love that he even admitted that, like, okay, here are we've done 5 days at this point, and he just admitted that, like, these are all games you have to play to get girls, which I don't think you should ever have to play anything. Just be yourself. And if you don't like who you fucking are, then find out how to do so in a way that magnetizes women to you by checking out my Speak to Spark Arousal system at speaktosparkarousal.com.
The 6th tip is let her catch you looking at her. Never looking at her is an absolute horrible strategy. It makes you look totally uninterested. Let her catch you looking at her, not staring, looking, glancing, right? Here's a glance. Let her catch you.
This is a really interesting one. Let her catch you looking at her. I will say that we women, and I always say this, you guys have the advantage of literally picking and choosing a woman to go after. We women will sit and wait for you. And if you never come talk to us, oh well, I guess we'll never have him. We women, we have to choose from the men who actually have the balls to come and talk to us. However, you guys can talk to anybody. So if we see a guy like looking at us, we're like, oh my God, is he an option? Does it get us chasing you down? Not necessarily. Does it get us interested enough? Yes, I will say that much.
When she catches you, when she sees you, she's like, oh, the first time might be an accident. The second time, not sure. But the third time, undeniable. She knows that you're interested, but it's at this precise moment that you stop looking at her. Only 3 times. And then when you get up to leave, you might want to go by and just kind of look at her, smirk, smile, say hello, how you doing, and walk by. You don't engage her.
Okay, let me tell you something. If I have a guy looking at me 3 times and he never says anything, I'd be like, what a pussy. I remember one time me and my girlfriends were out at a bar and I caught this guy looking at me. He was cute enough. I was like, oh my God, that guy over there is looking at me. And then an hour later, I was like, this guy is just looking at me. Then he walks by me and he doesn't say anything. I'm like, fuck out of here. This guy doesn't have the balls to say something to me. Good riddance. And then by the end of the night, his friend came up and talked to us and he straggled behind and I was like, nah, we're good. If we see you hesitating, we will hesitate on you. And that's not what you want women doing when it comes to getting them chasing you down. All right, let's go to the 7th one. Let's wrap this up.
The 7th way to psychologically get her to chase you is subscribe to the Alpha M YouTube channel.
Bless him. Okay. I will say this. Practice makes perfect. I do have this program. It's called Pandemic Practice Dates. I've had a bunch of guys doing it so far already, and I'm opening the doors again just for you guys, where you can practice talking to chicks, get the gears going again, get the ball rolling, start working those muscles again after being confined from the pandemic and social distancing for so long. Now that we're out and about, some of y'all are like, oh my God, I haven't talked to a woman in forever. Well, guess what? I got 3 girls that I'm gonna send you week after week after week. I'm gonna watch recordings of how you're interacting with these 3 girls. You and I are gonna do a midway review where I'm gonna be like, hey, look, here's your blind spots. I'm seeing that every time you talk to a girl, you're not making eye contact. I'm seeing that you're cutting a girl off every time she answers your questions, or even I'm seeing that she's carrying the entire conversation. Then you're gonna go back and have a second chance with these girls like you're not able to do in the real world. I'm telling you right now, my girlfriends are the ones doing this. Girls that I trust with my life to talk to you guys. And all my girlfriends after the midway review say about these guys, oh my God, it was like night and day talking to them. They're so amazing now. I want to fuck his brains out now, where before I was like really weirded out by him. So if this is something you know that you could really use some practice on in regards to talking to women and getting better with women, fill out the application now. It's at speaktosparkarousal.com/PPD. for Pandemic Practice Dates. And I'm probably gonna do a bunch of these reaction videos from now on because I've been getting requests from them. So I might do a little, a nice run of these. So stay tuned for next time. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.